Special thanks to Patreon supporter Jerick Barnes for making this video possible. Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Karter here bringing you another Minecraft Cold War vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the Douglas A-4 Skyhawk. The Douglas A-4 Skyhawk is a single-seat, subsonic, carrier-capable attack aircraft developed for the United States Navy and the United States Marine Corps in the early 1950s. The delta-winged, single-turbojet engine Skyhawk was designed and produced by the Douglas Aircraft Company and later by McDonnell Douglas. It was originally designated the A-4D under the U.S. Navy's pre-1962 designation system. The Skyhawk is a relatively lightweight aircraft with a maximum takeoff weight of 24,500 pounds and has a top speed of more than 670 miles per hour. The aircraft's 5 hardpoints support a variety of missiles, bombs, and other munitions. It is capable of carrying a bomb load equivalent to that of a World War II era Boeing B-17 bomber and can deliver nuclear weapons by using a low-altitude bombing system and a loft delivery technique. The A-4 was originally powered by the Wright J65 turbojet, and from the A-4E onwards, the Pratt & Whitney J52 engine was used. Skyhawks played key roles in the Vietnam War, the Yom Kippur War, and the Falklands War. 60 years after the aircraft's first flight in 1954, some of the 2,960 produced remain in service with the Argentinian Air Force and Brazilian Naval Aviation. So some of these, as I just mentioned, are still in service. However, with the original operator of this aircraft, the United States, it is no longer in service and was retired in the late 1990s and early 2000s. So overall, a really interesting aircraft for sure, and a very small one compared to some of the other carrier aircraft we've done. It's a relatively small attack aircraft, and given its size, it's kind of remarkable that it's able to carry up to a bomb load the size of a B-17, which just dwarfs this thing. So it's very interesting to see, and definitely a very interesting jet nonetheless. Anyways, before we go and jump and take a look at the aircraft, I want to go and give a special thanks to Patreon supporter Jerick Barnes for making this tutorial possible. If you guys are interested in some more support of the channel, where you guys are, do feel free to check my Patreon page. Link is down in the description, where you can go and pledge a small amount to the channel every month, and in response to doing so, earn a vehicle request of your choice every month that you are a Patreon supporter. So make sure to check that out. Again, link is down in the description, and where you can go ahead and take a look at the Patreon page, look at the tiers if you're interested. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive into kind of take a look at the aircraft, see what we're going to be building, and all that fun stuff. So starting off with, we have obviously the aircraft up here in the in-flight version. We'll take a look at the landed version a little bit later. But yeah, so really interesting aircraft. As I mentioned, it's a really small one. You can just kind of see looking at it. You know, we have the A6 for comparison over here. It's a very small aircraft. Start off with the cockpit, nothing real special about it. Just, you know, pretty standard jet-like cockpit. It does have a refueling probe over here on the right side, which kind of sticks off from the fuselage, so that's a little interesting there. We have the intakes here for obviously the turbofan engine. Coming to the wings, as I mentioned, this is a delta wing configuration design, so nice kind of swept back wings like that, and we do have various different equipment on the hardpoints. We have some air-to-air missiles, giving it some defensive and offensive capabilities in the air, and it's also carrying a bomb load of 6 bombs. You can use your imagination, whatever size bombs you really want there, and it's also supporting 2 external fuel tanks. So it's got a pretty jam-packed little under fuselage or under wing load out there, but definitely looks pretty cool, pretty beefy for the aircraft itself. As we continue on back, just more little detailing, more little bits and pieces of it here and there. Coming back here, on the tail we have the U.S. kind of Air Force's logo. All aircraft for the United States have that logo on it, pretty standard there. As we continue back, we have just the vertical stabilizer, horizontal stabilizers on both sides, and little details and markings and stuff like that to kind of replicate what was requested specifically by our Patreon supporter. So anyways, that's pretty much the overview for the aircraft itself. Came out really good, and overall really happy for it. As I mentioned, there will be a landed version as well, so we'll be doing a landed version in this tutorial, so you'll be able to have both of these built and put on your carriers and all that fun stuff. So overall, that's pretty much it for the overview. Let's go and move into the tutorial by just beginning with our first layer. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our first layer. We'll be going ahead and beginning with layer number 3. Now we're starting with layer 3 just because we get a nice basis for the aircraft established. And as we move on to layers 1 and 2, it's just going to be adding the bombs and external fuel tanks and missiles on. So it's a little bit easier just to go ahead and start off at this point and work our way down as we get kind of gooder, yeah, that's a word. But we get a better baseline for basically expanding upon what we have set up in this layer. Also, if you're completely new to my tutorials, the way I structure these tutorials, I like to do half on camera, half off. What this means is I already have the left side of the aircraft built on camera. I'm going to be building the right side and the center line. So I'm going to kind of show you guys how to do that. And once we kind of get through the first few layers, it's going to be really simple and you know, pretty easy to follow along. It's overall pretty straightforward, and the aircraft is pretty much symmetrical on both sides except for our little refueling probe. And obviously when we get to that point and everything like that, we're gonna, you know, talk about that separately. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this. Also, we're gonna be building this aircraft as if it's in flight. So we're gonna have the in-flight model here, and then we're gonna be basically modifying it to add the landing gear on at the end of the tutorial. So if you do want to build this thing landed, you do need to make sure that you build this layer the correct height off the ground to make sure that we can modify it later to have it landed. Basically, to do this, very simple, you're just going to want to make sure that you have 3 blocks of space between the this layer number 3 right here, and the ground. So you can see the black wool here representing the ground. We have 1, 2, 3 blocks of space, and then layer 4, or the 4th block up would be layer 3 for the fuselage here, or for the aircraft itself. So just make sure that is all correct when you start building, as it's very important. Anyways, for us to go ahead and get started with, we're going to be placing down a iron trap door. Now this iron trap door is going to be on the top portion of blocks, so we don't want an iron trap door like this. We want it on the top portion like that. Once that's done, we're going to be placing down a second iron trap door after that. We're then going to go ahead and do a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 smooth quartz slabs. We're going to go ahead and then place down a row of 4 of diorite walls, followed by 3 smooth quartz top slabs, and then 2 iron trapdoors to wrap that up. With that finished, going back up to the front here, we're going to go ahead and go to the second slab back. We're going to place down an iron trapdoor to the side of it, followed by 1, 2, and 3 more iron trapdoors, so you have a nice row of 4. After that, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 quartz top slabs back, followed by 2 iron trapdoors after that. With that all done, going back up here to the side, we're going to be going ahead and then placing down an iron trapdoor, coming off the second smooth quartz slab, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quartz top slabs back, and then 1 and 2 iron trapdoors back. Going out to the side here again, to this quartz top slab, we're going to place down 1, 2 iron trapdoors, followed by 1, 2, 3 quartz top slabs, and then 1 and 2 iron trapdoors after that. With that all done, we're going to go ahead and then grab ourselves a diorite wall, and going off these 3 smooth quartz top slabs, we're going to be placing down 3 diorite walls. Now going toward the front, we're going to place down 2 smooth quartz top slabs going forward, followed by an iron trapdoor on the quartz slab. So as you'll see, it's on the bottom portion of the block right here like this, and not on the top. And then going toward the back here, we're going to go ahead and place down a smooth quartz slab. We're then going to go ahead and skip a space, and we're placing down a birchwood trapdoor like this with a birchwood sign coming off of it. So just like this, and this will be kind of part of our external fuel tanks here, and this is like our main hard point on the wing right there that we have built. Once that's all finished there, we do want to go ahead and go to the space in between this wooden trapdoor and this slab, and we're going to go ahead and place down an iron trapdoor like that. Once that's finished, we're going to go ahead and place down 3 iron trapdoors coming off these 3 diorite walls, followed by 1 more toward the back. With that done, we're going to go ahead and go to our second iron trapdoor from the front, place down an iron trapdoor to the side, and then 2 diorite walls back. After that, we're going to go ahead and then take our diorite walls, place down our iron trapdoors, place down 2 iron trapdoors, come off those 2 diorite walls, and then 1 iron trapdoor come off the second one, like that. So basically, we should have something that looks like this over here for the right side. You're going to take that same design, copy it over to the left side, so you should have something that looks just like this from up above. If you want to take a second and pause the video here to get a good example, or if you just want to go ahead and rewind the video and just copy the other side, or just look what you built over here and copy it over. Pretty straightforward, but whatever we did over here on the right side, you're going to be doing to the left side. Obviously, this redstone repeater we can't add just yet, so we're just going to disregard that. But yeah, we'll have something that looks just like this with the layer complete. Anyways, that right there will complete layer number 3. With that, we're going to go and move on to layer 2, where we're going to go ahead and start working downward, adding our missiles and extra little hard points and munitions and stuff like that. So with that, let's go ahead and move into layer number 2. Alright guys, go ahead and move on to our next layer. We have layer number 2. As I mentioned, for layer 2, we're just going to be going ahead and starting the building of our external fuel tanks, missiles, and bombs. So to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to be going ahead and going to these 4 direct walls in the very center of our fuselage from the previous layer. We're going to go and place down 4 smooth quartz top slabs below them. We then want to go and place down 1 more quartz top slab to both sides, so you have a nice row of 6 here on the bottom. And then toward the front here, we're going to place down a skeleton skull coming off this smooth quartz top slab, facing toward the front of our aircraft, which is going to be right there in the front. Once that's all finished there, we're going to go ahead and go to the sides and start building our bombs coming off this hard point. So we're going to start off by placing down a green terracotta block coming off this smooth quartz top slab, and going toward the front, we're going to place down a yellow terracotta block followed by a zombie head. We then want to go ahead and place down a mossy cobblestone wall followed by a dark oak wood trapdoor like that on the end there, so you have your first bomb set up. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and place down a green terracotta block on this quartz top slab on the end here as well. We're going to place down a yellow terracotta block going forward, and zombie head on the end. We're then going to go ahead and place down a mossy cobblestone wall coming off the green terracotta block, and a dark oak wood trapdoor, which we're going to go ahead and close just like that. With that all complete there, we have our bombs set up, at least for this layer. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and now move into our hard points to the sides here. So starting off with our hard points, we're going to be going ahead and starting off by going ahead and going to this iron trap door here. We're going to place down a quartz full block that drops down like this, followed by 1 more quartz full block forward. We're going to go ahead and grab skeleton skulls in our first block here. We're going to go ahead and place down a skeleton skull going toward the front, and then on the second block here, we're going to place down a skeleton skull on both sides of it. With that done, we're going to go ahead and then place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 more quartz full blocks back, so you have a total of 9 in this row here. Just to go and double check our count here, we have 9 smooth quartz full blocks here. Now below this birchwood trapdoor here, we're going to go ahead and then place down a diorite wall. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves a birchwood fence gate, and we're going to put a birchwood fence gate on both sides of this diorite wall and have them opened up toward the wall. Coming off the side of the fence gates here, we're going to go ahead and then place down a birchwood sign like that on both sides to kind of make the fins, which kind of stabilize the fuel tank a little bit more in flight. With that done, we're going to go and then go to the sides here on these 2 quartz full blocks. We're going to place down 2 skeleton skulls, both sides, and then in between these skeleton skulls here on the side of the fuel tank, we're just going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diorite walls. Same thing over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 diorite walls, just like that, along the side there of this external fuel tank. After that's finished, we then have the missile here to the side. So for our missile here, we're going to need some various blocks, so some quartz stairs, slabs, skeleton skull, some bricks, some birchwood fence gates, fences, and also some stone buns here. So to go ahead and get started, we're going to go ahead and take our quartz top slabs and place down 1 and 2 quartz top slabs on the bottom of these 2 diorite walls. We then want to place down a upside down skeleton skull like this, or upside down stair like this, followed by a stone bun on the back here. Going ahead and going off the side of the stair, we're going to place down a birchwood fence gate, have it opened up toward the stair itself, just like we did for the drop tank here, and we're then going to place down a wooden sign coming off the side of that fence gate. We also want to go ahead and go to our redstone section in our creative menu and grab ourselves a redstone repeater, and we're going to place down a redstone repeater on top of this quartz stair and have the notches flicked out to the sides, and make sure also the same is done to the other side. With that finished, coming off this quartz top slab going forward, we're going to place down an additional 1 quartz top slab going forward, followed by a quartz upside down stair. We then want to place down a brick top slab, and then a skeleton skull like that to go and wrap up that missile. The very last thing for us to go and do is to take a birchwood fence gate, and on the side here of this quartz stair, we're going to place down a birchwood fence gate like that, opened up toward the stair like so. We also want to grab ourselves another redstone repeater, and on top of this quartz stair, we're going to place down a redstone repeater and flip the notches out to the sides as far as you can. And so you have something that looks like this here on both sides for your missiles and your outer hard points. With that all complete, that is going to wrap up layer number 2. Let's go ahead and move into layer number 1. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 1. For layer number 1, we're going to be going ahead and basically building on, finishing our pods here, and building our bombs. So for this, we're going to go ahead and start off by placing down a yellow terracotta block going down from that skeleton skull. And basically in line, just like we did the bombs from the previous layer, we're just going to go ahead and basically build the same thing. So pretty straightforward. I'm not going to go in great detail for this because you can just look at the air bombs for example, but they should line up, just be dropping down and being centered. So it's a real simple design here, nothing real crazy. And you're just going to have another set of bombs there. So you should have 2 sets of 3 of bombs mounted on these hard points. Really straightforward. With that complete though, we're going to go ahead and then move into our drop tank. And our drop tank here, again, it's also real simple work that we just need to do. For this first, real simple, we're going to go ahead and go to the second quartz block from the front here, place down iron trapdoor on the bottom. We then want to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 quartz top slabs back. After that, we're going to go ahead and place down a iron trapdoor. And then on the bottom of this diorite wall, we're going to place down a birchwood trapdoor. And we're going to place down a birchwood sign coming off of it like that, just like we did above there. So you have your drop tank like this, looking like that on the bottom. And anyways, with that all done, you're going to go and obviously do the same thing to the air side here. So we might as well just go ahead and do it since it's real simple. And I'll just do it a little bit faster here, as I've already kind of talked about how to do it. And just like that, you have your drop tanks on both sides done. And with that, that will finish layer 1. And with that, we have our munitions all set up and a good start here for the fuselage. Let's go ahead and move on to our next layer, which is going to be layer number 4, where we're going to go ahead and start building the aircraft up from here on out. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our next layer, we have layer number 4. As I mentioned, layer 4 here, we're just going to go ahead and start building the aircraft up instead of downwards, and we'll start to kind of get more into the fuselage and getting the actual shape of the aircraft completed. So for layer 4 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to be going ahead and starting off by placing down a stone block on top of this iron trapdoor in the front here. Coming off this stone block, we're going to place down a black concrete block and then an air brick top side like that to finish off the front here of the nose of the aircraft. Back from this stone block, we're going to go ahead and place down 2 additional stone blocks, so we should have 3 stone blocks going back from this black concrete block like that. And looking at it from the side, it should line up something like this, so the black concrete block should be sticking out one past this iron trapdoor from the previous layer. Once that's done, after those 3 stone blocks, we can go ahead and choose to leave an empty space of 3 blocks here, or you can go ahead and choose just to close it off, fill it in with some black concrete, whatever you choose. If you do want to build a cockpit, you can leave the space open, but if you don't care, you can just go ahead and close it off with some black concrete. We're then going to place down a row of 3 of stone blocks going back, followed by a row of 4 of quartz blocks. We do need this row of 4 quartz blocks because we do have the diorite walls on the bottom here, which looking up can be exposed to the bottom there, so we do want to keep that quartz to keep that white underbelly. We then want to place down 3 stone blocks back, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4 quartz full blocks, and it should stick 2 past this iron trapdoor here on the back. We then want to place down a quartz top slab and then an air brick top slab to go ahead and round that off. Once that's done, going back up to the front here, we're going to go ahead and place down a skeleton skull, come off this black concrete block, and then going back from it, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 stone brick walls. After that, we're going to place down 2 coal ore blocks, followed by a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 stone blocks back. After that's finished there, we're going to go ahead and then take our quartz blocks here. We're going to place down 2 quartz blocks back. We then want to go ahead and grab our smooth quartz stairs, place down a smooth quartz upside down stair, and then a quartz top slab like that coming off that stair to round off the back here. With that done, going ahead and continuing on, we're going to go ahead and take a stone just a stone stair and place it down on this iron trapdoor like so. Once that's finished there, we're going to go ahead and go back from this stone stair 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 stone blocks back, followed by 1 and 2 stone slabs back. We then want to go ahead and go to this iron trapdoor here. We're going to place down the one forward of it. So we're going to place down a stone slab there, and then we're going to take some nether brick slabs and go back 1, 2, 3, and 4 nether brick slabs back, and then 1 and 2 stone slabs back. After that's all done, we're going to go ahead and go up to this nether brick slab here, place down a stone slab to the side, go back 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 stone slabs back. After that's done, we're going to go ahead and then go to the second stone slab, this iron trapdoor. Again, go 1, 2, 3, and 4 back, and then a smooth quartz slab like that to finish it off. Once it's done, let's go to this iron trapdoor again. Stone slab, 1, 2, back, so you have row 3, and a smooth quartz slab like that after that. After that, 2 stone slabs on these 2 iron trapdoors, smooth quartz slab, and then a stone slab on this iron trapdoor here, and a quartz slab back from that. And that right there will kind of round off your wings. Over here on the left side of the aircraft, the left side only, we're going to go ahead and place down a end rod coming off this stone stair. However, on the other side here, we will be doing something a little bit different, so make sure to pay close attention to this part. So for this part here, I think it's best to go and grab ourselves some birch signs. I think that's going to look the best here in this situation. But we're going to go ahead and go to this stone stair here. Now, from the stair here, we're going to go ahead and take some stone brick walls, and we're going to go ahead and go 1, 2, and 3 forward. And this is on the right side of the aircraft and the right side only. We're going to go ahead and take some birch signs on the face of the stair, and also this stone brick wall. We're going to place down 2 birchwood signs just like that. And then come out the stone brick walls going toward the front. We're going to go ahead and place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then a wither skeleton skull on the end here to go ahead and make your refueling probe on the right side of the aircraft. Left side, we have nothing else for it. We're going to leave it just like this, and you have your right side, which looks like this. So we do have the slight differences. Make sure that they are correct on both sides. Again, pretty straightforward there, nothing too crazy. But basically, looking down from this, once you have everything on the right side transferred over, except for the refueling probe, you'll have something that looks just like this from up above. Anyways, that right there will do it for layer number 4. With that, let's go ahead and move into layer number 5. Alright guys, going ahead and move it into our next layer. We'll be going ahead and moving into layer number 5. For layer 5, to go ahead and get started with, we're going to be going ahead and go into the front of the aircraft here. We're going to place down a black carpet on top of this nether brick top slab, followed by a nether brick slab, and then nether brick stair back from that. Going back from the stair, we're going to place down 2 stone blocks, followed by a row 3 of black concrete. After that, we're going to take our stone blocks, and we're going to be going and placing down a row of 13 stone blocks back from these black concrete blocks, just like that. After that, we're going to place down a glowstone block, followed by an orange stained glass block like that to go ahead and finish that off. Once that's done, going back up to the front here, we're going to go and take our stone brick walls, and we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 stone brick walls along the side here. And then going over here to this side, we're going to be placing down a skeleton skull just like that at a slight angle on both sides on that stone brick wall. Not a super sharp angle, just a nice kind of 30-degree slight slant like that. Once that's done, going back from our stone brick walls, we're just going to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 stone blocks back, followed by a stone brick wall and another brick wall like that to go ahead and round that off. With that done, we're going to go ahead and then place down a brick stair on basically on this space right here. So on the left side, it'll be on top of that end rod. Over here on the right side, it'll be on top of the stone brick wall right there. After that, we're going to place down a black concrete block back, and we then want to go and grab ourselves a birchwood trapdoor. We're going to place down a birchwood trapdoor like this. However, if you do have access to basically glitching the iron trapdoors to close it off, they're going to look best in this situation. But obviously, it depends on what version of Minecraft you have to actually do that. But if you don't, you can just go and throw a birchwood trapdoor right there in that case. After that, we're going to go and then take our stone blocks and go back 1, 2, and 3 stone blocks back. We then want to take our stone brick walls and place down 1, 2, and 3 stone brick walls back after that. And once you have that done, that pretty much completes our structure here for this layer. One final little detail is to go ahead and place down a birchwood button on the side of this second stone block from those stone brick walls in the front there. Anyways, that right there will kind of wrap that whole area up. We're going to go ahead and now move into using banners and the loom to go ahead and make these this little kind of, you know, United States aircraft symbol, the little emblem there. We're going to be going ahead and making that. So with that, let's go ahead and move into making that emblem. Alright, you guys, going ahead and moving into making these banners. Now, the banner design is pretty simple. If you've followed along any of my other tutorials and stuff, especially some of my modern aircraft recently, you've probably done this logo already. So it's pretty straightforward to do. Really simple. We're going to go ahead and grab a loom. And we're going to place our loom. We're going to go ahead and go into it. We're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a blue banner. We're going to place it down in the loom like so. And we're going to place down our light gray dye here to the right of the banner. For this one, we're going to start off by going ahead and go in the left corner, placing down a little box like this, and grabbing our banner putting it back in the loom, and we're going to then go to the top left and grab that banner. So you get something that looks like this. This will be the left side of our circle for our emblem, like so. We will need to go ahead and go into our creative menu, grab ourselves another blue banner, and we're going to do the same thing but reversed. So we're going to put our banner back in our loom, our light gray dye. We're going to select the bottom right this time, grab our banner, put it back in, and top right, just like that. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and grab a white banner, place it down back in our loom, red dye, and we're going to go and do the stripe here in the middle with the red dye. We're going to grab our banner, put it back in our loom, take our dye, place it there, and we're going to go and do the top, or sorry, the bottom third of the banner. We're going to turn this into light gray, grab our banner, and we're going to go and now do the top third. So you get something that looks like this, gray on both sides, 2 white stripes, and a red stripe there in the middle. We're going to grab our banner, and we can go and place them down the side. Start off with, we're going to go and place down the banner here rather than just stone brick wall, followed by the blue banner, like this, second blue banner, and the banner like that. So you have what looks like this on the side here, and we can go ahead and go to the other side and you can see it's already done, but you'll have something obviously that looks just like that. Anyways, that right there is pretty much going to wrap up layer number 5. With that, let's go ahead and move into layer number 6. Alright guys, going ahead and move on to our next layer. We have layer number 6. For layer 6 to go and begin with, we're going to go ahead and place down a black carpet on top of this stone block here, followed by another brick slab directly behind it. Both sides of the slab, we're going to go ahead and then place down a wither skeleton skull. That's going to be at a slight angle like so, and same thing over here, just like that. Once that's finished, going ahead and going back from that nether brick slab, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 of light gray blocks, followed by a light gray stained glass pane to both sides. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and then place down a stone slab here to both sides, and then we're going to place down a stone stair going back from that stone slab to both ends. After that, we're going to take our stone blocks. We're going to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3 across here. We're going to go ahead and do the same thing again. So 1, 2, 3 across. And then we're going to go ahead and then place down a brick upside down stair like this on both sides on top of the previous stair to go and create our intakes. Oops. So just like that. Once that's finished, we're going to go ahead and take our stone blocks, place down a row 3 across the middle here, and then to both sides we're just going to place down a black concrete block on top of the one from the previous layer. If you're using the birchwood trapdoors, you're just going to go ahead and put the birchwood trapdoor on. If you're using the iron trapdoors, you're just going to do the iron trapdoor glitch over there on the other side. Once that's finished there, we're going to go ahead and place down a stone block, or sorry, a row of 5 of stone blocks going across. We then want to go ahead and place down a row of 3 of stone blocks across the middle, followed by a stone stair to both ends, and we're going to go and repeat the same row one more time. So stone stair both sides, row 3 across in between them. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some skeleton skulls. We're going to place down a row 3 of skeleton skulls across the middle here, or sorry, row 3 of stone blocks, followed by a skeleton skull to both sides. And we're going to go and do the same thing for this second row here. And we're going to go do it one more time. This time the skeleton skulls are going to be at a slight angle, so just like this on both ends, just a very slight angle. After that, we're going to go and take our stone blocks. We're going to go ahead and go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 stone blocks back. And we then want to go ahead and on the final, or on this stone block here, we're going to place down a upside down stone stair coming off of it, like so. With that done, on the sides here, we're going to take our stone stairs, and we want to go ahead and place down a row of 1, 2, and row 2 of stone stairs. Or my bad, it's going to be a stone corner stair. So like that, followed by 2 stairs. So corner stair, 2 stairs like that coming off of it. We then want to place down 2 stone half slabs after that. Yep, 2 stone slabs after it. Just like this going back. Alright guys, so real quick, one quick tweak here. This stone brick, or the stone corner stair here is actually going to need to be moved up 1, as well as these 2 stone stairs. So we're just going to go ahead and kind of shuffle this section up 1. So we basically have this stone corner stair next to this skeleton skull, 2 stone stairs after it, 2 stone slabs after it. So we're going to go and do the same thing over here as well. Let's delete this all and rebuild it. And pretty straightforward and pretty simple like that. Once that's all finished there, we're going to go ahead and then take a stone slab, and we are going to actually hold off on that for the moment. What we can do is we can grab our iron trapdoors, And we're going to go and place down 1, 2, and 3 iron trapdoors like this across, followed by a second row of 3. We're then going to place down a row of 2, and then a row of 1 like that out to the side. So pretty straightforward. Obviously, we'll be doing the same thing over to the air side here as well. So just like that. And that's what your tail looks like from up above here. And this is what you should have for layer number 6. Anyways, pretty straightforward there. That's going to finish that layer off. Let's go ahead and move into our last final layers. Alright guys, moving into our last final layers, we're going to be going ahead and moving into layers 7 through 11. For this, we're just going to go ahead and finish off our cockpit canopy and a little bit of substructure or structure of the fuselage, and then we're going to go and get into the horizontal and vertical stabilizer and pretty much wrap the in-flight version of the build off. So for us to go ahead and get started with, we're going to be going ahead and obviously starting with the cockpit here. We're going to start off by placing down a light gray stainless block on top of this middle one right here, followed by a second one back from it. And we're just going to take light gray stainless panes and place down 2 light gray stainless panes on both sides of those full blocks. After that, we're going to go and take our stone blocks. We're going to place down a stone block back like this, followed by a second one, and then a stone slab. After that, on both sides of this stone block, first one, we're going to place down a stone stair, and then we're going to have a corner stair coming off those stairs like so. On top here, we just want to grab ourselves some iron trapdoors. We're going to place down 1 and 2 iron trapdoors on the top there. With that finished, we're going to go and then place down a narrow brick wall, come off this stone slab like this. And we also want to go ahead and grab ourselves light gray carpet. We're going to place down a light gray carpet on top of this black concrete block. We're going to then take iron trapdoors. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3 on the side here. Same thing over here, 1, 2, and 3. And in the middle space here, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4 back. From this point here, we're going to place down a stone slab, followed by a stone stair. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves some coal ore blocks again. We're going to place down 2 coal ore blocks back like this, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone blocks to go ahead and wrap this off toward the back here. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and go to the sides. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone slabs coming off these 4 stone blocks, followed by a row of 1 and 2 stone slabs, and we're going to go and then place down a quartz slab here. We're also going to switch this stone block out, or stone slab block out, for a quartz slab as well. So you have a row 3 of stone, row 2. We're going to have 1, and then a quartz slab, and then a quartz slab like that out to the side there. And we're just going to go do the same thing over here on this side. So very straightforward, just like that. And we have our horizontal stabilizers here on the rear. Anyways, once that's complete, we're going to go ahead and place down an iron trapdoor on top of the second coal ore block. We can also go ahead and grab ourselves some light gray carpet and place it down on top of this first coal ore block like that. Just kind of, keep the color a little bit more consistent from looking at it from above. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some brick stairs and also some red concrete. We're going to place down a brick stair after the iron trapdoor, followed by a red concrete block, and then we're going to follow it up by placing down a stone block with a smooth quartz block here on the end. We can then go ahead and grab ourselves a birchwood sign, and on both sides of this quartz full block, we're going to place down a wooden sign like that. We also have the opportunity to go ahead and put lettering on the side here. So if you want to go ahead and refer now to the description, there will be a link to a video that will show you how to make the banner letters. You can see here very simply I have AH, very simple. You can do whatever you really want for it, but whatever letter you choose to do, we'll make sure it's a gray background, and you're gonna basically put this first banner here on both sides of this red concrete block. Once that's done, continuing on, we're gonna place down a red concrete block on top of this one, followed by a stone block back, and then a smooth quartz full block here with a birchwood sign at both ends. From this point here, you're going to go ahead and create a second letter that you want for your tail here, and you're going to place down this banner located here on this side. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and then place down a stone brick wall going up from this red concrete block, and then going back from it, we're going to place down a stone block followed by a smooth quartz block with a birchwood sign again on both sides of that. Once that's finished, on the very top here, we're going to go ahead and place down a narrow brick stair on top of this stone block, and then a black concrete block directly behind it like so. And just to kind of show you guys a little bit better in how to place these letters properly. Let's say we want to do AH, for example, we're going to have the A and the H like this, and then over here on this side, the A and the H like that. So you can read it from left to right. and it makes sense there. So we have that on both sides of the aircraft, and we have our tail complete. With that all finished, that is going to complete the in-flight version for the A-4 Skyhawk. We're going to go ahead and now move into the landed version, modifying this to basically have landing gear and to fit on the deck of a carrier. So with that, let's go ahead and move into our landing gear. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our landing gear. So for our landing gear here, we're going to be going ahead and starting off with the front wheel, obviously located up here in the front. And we're going to go ahead and basically break a front section out here so that we can go and fit the wheel. We're going to go to the second iron trap door, break it, followed by the following 1, 2 quartz top slabs. Actually, sorry, 3 and 4. So yeah, basically a space of 5 broken out here. Now from this point here, we're going to go ahead and break these 2 stone blocks and this first black concrete block. On the bottom here, we're going to go ahead and place down 1 and 2 quartz, or sorry, 3 quartz top slabs like that across. We then want to go ahead and place down a smooth quartz upside down stair like this in the main section, breaking that block of concrete. And then we're going to go and place down a direct wall that goes down from it. Now down from that direct wall, we're going to go and place down a quartz stair like so. Going down from the quartz stair, we're going to place down a end rod. And we then want to go ahead and grab ourselves a block of coal, which is somewhere in here, so find it here in a second. There we go. Place down a block of coal on the bottom of the end rod. We're going to place down an iron frame with a white stained glass painted on it on both sides, and then a stone button on the side of the block of coal like that to go and create our wheel up here. Once that's done, on the back of this quartz stair, we're going to place down a lever. And then up on top of the lever here, we're going to place down a quartz stair. So it's going to be just like this on top of the lever, if I can actually get in there. So just like so, if I can actually get it. It's not wanting to do it. Oh, that's frustrating. Let's do this real quick. So yeah, just a quartz stair like that. And then we're going to place the lever like so. And this black concrete block here, we can go and swap out for a quartz full block just to clean it up a little bit there on the bottom. And once you have that all finished there, that's going to do it here for your front landing gear. Last thing really is to go to these 2, or basically the side here. We're going to delete this iron trap door, and we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 quartz upside down stairs for the door that would open up to expose the front landing gear. And anyways, once that's done, that's it for the front landing wheel. Let's go ahead and move on to the rear. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our rear wheels. For the rear wheels, we're just going to go ahead and build one, as the wheel is the same thing on the other side. So all you need to do is just do one side and you have the other side complete. For this wheel, we're going to be going ahead and going to the bottom here, the wing obviously. Going ahead and going down here and going to our second quartz top slab here. We're going to go ahead and swap this out for a quartz upside down stair like so. Going down from the quartz upside down stair, we're going to go ahead and place down a end rod, followed by a direct wall. And on the bottom of the direct wall, we're going to place down a quartz top slab like so. We then want to place down another brick upside down stair, come off this quartz top slab, followed by a stair on top of it, and then an upside down stair behind that upside down stair, and a stair behind that one like that to go and make this wheel here. We then want to go ahead and go toward the front here. We're going to place down a upside down stone stair coming off that end rod, and then we want to place down one more going forward, replacing this quartz top slab like that. And obviously the same thing will be done for the other side to go ahead and have your landing gear set up on both sides. Pretty simple design there, but go ahead and take that landing gear design, flip it over to your side, and you'll have your landing gear complete, which will look something like this here for the aircraft. Anyways, with that all complete, that is going to wrap up my tutorial for the Douglas A-4 Skyhawk. Again, a big thanks to Patreon supporter Jerick Barnes for making this tutorial possible. And again, if you are interested in checking out my Patreon page, link is down in the description where you can go ahead and pledge a small amount to the channel every month. And depending on your tier, or actually every tier, you can earn a very cool request of your choice. So anyways, that's going to pretty much do it for this tutorial. If you guys do end up using this design, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for it. This may be from the sign of the build, tweet to my channel, or this video if this does appear on social media sites. As long as you guys give me proper credit for the build, that's all I ask for in doing these tutorials. It helps my channel grow and it continues to keep me inspired to keep on posting this type of content. So as long as you guys give me credit for it, you're free to use your favorite projects you guys are working on. And that, thank you guys all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Jerick 204, and I'll see you guys next time.